Hello, it's DD96, Daily Dictation 96, which will be part of a commercial because the 18th of April is a very special day. But more on that later. First, we need to go back to DD95, which was difficult, but you guys did a great job. It's from a situation comedy called Seinfeld, and you need to do Jerry's line. The guy that says, hello, you need to do that dictation. So let's listen one more time.
Hello?
Hi. Would you be interested in switching over to TMI Long Distance Service?
Oh, gee, I can't talk right now. Why don't you give me your home number and I'll call you later?
Well, I'm sorry. We're not allowed to do that.
Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home.
No.
Well, now you know how I feel.
Fabulous job. Let me read the answers. Now this is just Jerry. I don't have enough space. Hello? Oh, gee, I can't talk right now. Why don't you give me your home number and I'll call you later? Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home. Well, now you know how I feel. Okay, hello, no problem. Everybody got it. Oh, gee. Now, this G, a lot of people, some people wrote J, some people wrote G. Actually, it's G. Oh, gee. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no. It's just an exclamatory comment. No special meaning, but sometimes it means wow. Sometimes it means, oh my God. It depends on how you say it. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. That's the idea, okay? Oh, gee. Oh, I can't talk right now. Similar sounds. T, connect it. Can't talk? No, I can't talk. So it almost sounds like can. I can't talk. If it were can, the sound is different. I can talk. I can talk right now. I can't talk right now. I can talk right now. I can't talk right now. So, when we say can, it's actually more of a kun. It's a K and then an N, a kun. Can't. Can't talk. I can't talk right now. I'm busy right now. I can't talk right now. Why don't you? And with this T and the Y, we get the CH sound. Why don't you? But when we say it really fast, this D is difficult to hear too. So let's say it together. Why don't you? Okay, let's say it together. Why don't you? 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 The faster we say it, the weaker the D. Okay? Why don't you give me? Now some students had a problem with give me. Some students heard get me, give me. Now give me, there's a pronunciation rule. When we have a V sound followed by a consonant, usually many times we can cancel the V. So actually, some people write it G-I-M-M-E, gimme. And that was Jerry's sound. Why don't you give me? Why don't you give me? Why don't you give me $5? Why don't you give me 5 minutes? Why don't you give me what? Why don't you give me your, we don't say your is fine, but we can say it short, your, like her, your. Why don't you give me your home number? Why don't you give me your home number, your home telephone number, and instead of number, we can actually write this. This sign can mean number. Why don't you give me your home number, and I'll. The N cancels the D. Connect. And I'll? No, we say and I'll. And I'll. And I'll call you later. And I'll call you later. So let's say it together. Why don't you give me your home number and I'll call you later? Good. Why don't you give me your home number and I'll call you later? Excellent. The guy says, oh, we're not allowed to do that. We can't do that. We're not supposed to do that. Oh, I guess you don't want. Just like in can't, the N cancels the T. Don't want people. Here again, the N cancels the T. Don't want people. Perfect. But we can just say, don't want people. Don't want people. So what happens is, we just stop. Don't stop. Stop. Don't want people. Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home. Calling you at home. At home. At home. At home. Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home. Well, no. Well, now you know how I feel. And this was confusing too. He says it really fast. Now you know. Now you know. So now actually sounds like kind of a nah. Nah, yeah. And it's not a you, it's a shorter yeah. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know how I feel. How also sounds kind of like a ha. Hi. So the W connects Hawaii. 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 Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel. What does he mean? I feel the same as you. You don't like people calling you at home? Me too. I feel the same way. So don't call me at home. And he's talking about telemarketers. People who sell things on the phone. What a difficult job, because think about it. If you're a telemarketer, hello, Mr. Johnson, we have a brand new English... Hello? Hello, Mrs. Smith, we have a brand new... And then you get somebody like Jerry. It's a tough job. You know what? I haven't been a telemarketer, but I was a salesman for a little while. It's really difficult being a salesperson. So if you're a salesperson, you're tough. Okay, so this is the dialogue. Let's say it together. You ready? Hello? 1, 2, 3. Oh, gee, I can't talk right now. Why don't you give me your phone, give me your home number, and I'll call you later. Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home. Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel. Remember, when you're speaking English, find the flow, find the stress, find the accent. Hello? So let me write it in I'll use blue. Hello? Oh, gee, I can't talk right now. Why don't you give me your home number and I'll call you later? Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home. Well, now you know how I feel. Okay? You guys did a great job. Listen again, and I put the other role in the answers. So choose Jerry. Try and be Jerry's role. And memorize Jerry's conversation. It's a good idea. But Progressive Daniel said, what if the guy gives you his phone number? Yeah, that would not be good. I guess if the guy gave me his phone number, why don't you give me your phone number? If the guy gave me his number, I would call him at 11 p.m. Yeah, you were calling me about that English book? Maybe that would make him angry. Yeah, it's a tough job. It's a tough job. Okay, listen again and try and repeat. Make it real. And then we got some stuff to talk about before we go to DD 96. Okay? Good luck.
Hello?
Hi. Would you be interested in switching over to TMI Long Distance Service?
Oh, gee, I can't talk right now. Why don't you give me your home number and I'll call you later?
Well, I'm sorry. We're not allowed to do that.
Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home.
No.
Well, now you know how I feel. Hello?
Hi. Would you be interested in switching over to TMI Long Distance Service?
Oh, gee, I can't talk right now. Why don't you give me your home number and I'll call you later?
Well, I'm sorry. We're not allowed to do that.
Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home.
No.
Well, now you know how I feel.
Okay, last lesson I asked several students, I asked everybody about the downside of something, the negative aspect of something. And a couple of you gave me answers. TMA Cruel. He's an international student studying in Michigan, right? And TMA Cruel said, the downside of being an international student in the US is blending in. Trying to blend into the American lifestyle, the culture, the communications, the food, the friends. It's so different. It's frustrating at times, but also fun. Good luck, TMA Cruel. Yes, I agree. Blending in can be very difficult, especially a white guy in Korea. Impossible. And you're an Asian guy in Michigan, at least at your university, I'm sure there are many other Chinese students. I think you're Chinese. I hope I'm right. Great example. Picodina Vicodin said he decided to focus on the English language, and there's no real downside. But he did say if he wants to be fluent, it will take a lifetime and a half. Well, hopefully not that long. Then we have Atona 5379. Atona said, when Atona was young, practicing the piano every day was the downside of being young. But not anymore. Now the downside of studying English is grammar. Blech. Yeah, I don't like grammar either. Grammar sucks. Yeah. And finally, medicine companies said, there is no downside to studying English every day. Really? Really? Well, that's great. On YouTube, there are millions of videos on how to learn English, and I hope that you stay with daily dictation too. Okay, DD 96 is about a product called animal crackers. Those are animal crackers. That's the traditional box, and these are the different cookies. Ooh, they're cookies. They call them crackers. Actually, in America, we would call them cookies, but the name is animal crackers. So it's kind of a British name. But anyway, these are really delicious. They're just really simple cookies. But April 18th is National Animal Crackers Day in the US. I don't think many people know that, but it's true. So, do you have animal crackers in your supermarket? What is your favorite cookie? Usually in America, we will say cookie. Crackers would be something different. What's the difference between crackers and cookies? So you got two questions. What's the difference in American English between crackers and cookies? And the second question, do you like cookies? What is your favorite cookie? I have my answer, but I want to hear your answer first. So, once again, this is a short dialogue, A, B, A, B. You need to do the dictation. There is a great expression, but it's not that easy. Best wishes. And I will say hello to the new subscribers at the end of DD 96.
As many of you know, our
Hey, you got anything to eat? Yeah. Try these. I'm not eating that kid stuff. Just try it.
too much on advertising to see such good fun. I want to- As many of you know, our
Hey, you got anything to eat? Yeah. Try these. I'm not eating that kid stuff. Just try it.
too much on advertising to see such good fun. I want to- As many of you know, our
Hey, you got anything to eat? Yeah. Try these. I'm not eating that kid stuff. Just try it.
too much on advertising to see such good fun. I want to- As many of you know, our
Hey, you got anything to eat? Yeah. Try these. I'm not eating that kid stuff. Just try it.
too much on advertising to see such good fun. I want to-
Now it's time to say hello to our new subscribers. We have Mr. Adan Pinero from Spain. Gracias, Mr. Adan Pinero. Thank you very much for joining. Another gracias to Mexico, to Bandonian 2072. Thank you very much for joining. From the US, Wink 911911. What does this mean? Wink 911. Thank you very much for joining the channel. From Brazil, obrigado, to Gilmar Diaz. Gilmar Diaz, down in Brazil. Thank you very much for joining my channel. From the US again, Yu Chuan Wei. Yu Chuan Wei in the US, but I'm thinking Chinese, so I'll say She. Thank you for joining my channel. From Brazil, again, obrigado, to a 16-year-old man. I think it's a boy. Could be a boy, could be a woman, I'm not sure. MTHSSEN. Thank you for joining. This young person has only studied English online and has joined my channel, and they wrote a comment, very good English. I'm so impressed. If I studied Portuguese only online, would I be as good as you? I don't think so. Another hello to Canada's Ling0327. Ling0327, thank you very much for joining my channel. From India, we have Eva1ify. Eva1ify. From India, namaste. Hello. Thank you very much for joining my channel. Once again, from Spain, artículo determinado. Artículo determinado. This person is determined to be articulate? Is that what that means? Gracias. Thank you for joining my channel. The next one, Rose Look 55. Rose Look 55. I don't know where you're from, but thank you for joining the channel. From Colombia. Colombia, 2906 Ana Maria. Gracias. Thank you very much for joining my channel. I think you might be the first person from Colombia. From Saudi Arabia. Shukran. To Coco123626. Coco, thank you for joining my daily dictation channel. Shukran. From Mexico, more gracias. I should say hello to Mr. Coquino. Is it Coquino? Coquino? Cochino? I think it's Coquino. Mr. Coquino, gracias. Thank you very much for joining. From Korea, Daehan Minguk, we have Sun Ho Ek. Is it Hek? Sun Hek? Sun Hek. 반갑습니다. 감사합니다. Thank you for joining the channel. From Argentina. Oh, Argentina, once again, gracias. We have Gracie La 8181. Or is it Gracie La 8181? Thank you for joining my channel. When I think of Argentina, I think of cows, beef, and soccer. Cows and soccer. Brazil is all about soccer too. South America in general is really into soccer. Yeah, cool. Okay, from the next, let me check here. Okay, I didn't write the country down. I apologize. MTC 1982 MTC from Brazil. Obrigado. Thank you very much for joining my channel. And finally, from Canada, we have Eugene. Might be Eugene 965. Eugene 965 in Canada. Thank you. In Canadian, thank you, dear. Hey. If anybody from Canada sees this video, a native Canadian, they'll probably kill me. I'm just teasing. Thank you everybody for joining the channel. I hope you enjoy daily dictation, and if you have a special request, give me a video link, and if it's good, maybe we can use it for daily dictation. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, and I shall see you in next lesson. Bye-bye.